Teddy Feinberg, Brook Stockberger, Teddy and Brook Show coming at you again. We're going to talk about Hoku Nahara's eligibility. We're going to talk Aggie football. We're going to talk high school baseball. Let's get the ball rolling. Hoku Nahara, Brook, some very serious alleged charges against the assault of a roommate. Should she be playing? Should she not be playing? She is currently on the field for the New Mexico State Aggie softball team, first place team in the WAC.
Yeah, it's one of those things you wonder if she was riding a bench. Would she still be suspended? She's obviously a great player, one of the best hitters in the country. They need her. But like you said, there's different kinds of charges, and there's words like choke and strangle and stuff going on in these charges. So that really raises a red flag. However, you also look at the fact that she's not guilty of anything. And, it's up to the coach and administration to decide if she's broken team rules, if they have enough evidence of breaking of team rules. There's always two sides, so that sounds like a cliche, but...
NMSU hasn't won a WAC championship all year. They're in first place in softball. I think this is a black eye on the program that she's on the field. I think they're under pressure to win. I think she's playing because she's the best player, and I think it's questionable. Let's move on now. We're going to talk about Aggie football. It seems to me, I've been out some practices, I've done some reporting, and it seems to me the offensive and defensive lines hold the key to the Aggie season. And Brook, that doesn't seem to be any different than anything in years past. Is that correct?
No, it always is the guys in the trenches, the ones who don't get their name in the highlights unless they're doing something wrong, it seems like. You look at the NFL, nose tackles. How many nose tackles can you name? Yet the great nose tackles sort of hold the line together and allow the linebackers and the ends to do their things. The Aggies need depth, and that's always been a big problem is recruiting depth at this level. You can get good first-line players, but in football you're going to have collateral damage, you're going to have injuries, you're going to have guys coming off. You need that second and third player to step in, and that's always been a sore point here at MSU.
Last year, 9 sacks total from the defense, and the offensive line had Sioli Facalata, their best offensive lineman, was hurt in week 1. Left tackle Dwayne Barton hurt his back early on. The season was essentially over before it started. They need more production from their front line. Honestly, if the Aggies get better play from their defensive line and pressure the quarterback, it's going to make everyone on their defense better. And if their line protects Andrew Manley, they have some talent on the offensive side of the ball. Their season comes down to the offensive and defensive line in the trenches, staying healthy and being productive. Let's move on now. Mayfield Cruces baseball. We got a double dip or a double header coming up on Thursday night, and it's for first place in this league. You are the business editor here, and your wealth of talent on high school baseball might not be so big, but certainly you can talk about the Cruces Mayfield
and they had a
rivalry.
great showdown the last time they met. Come from behind win. These are two teams that are competing for the district, but also who are really going to step up in the state as well. So this is for some seeding and also crosstown pride.
I got to say, these two teams can't seem to get out of their own way. I mean, Mayfield loses a big game last weekend against Gadsden. Cruces is in the driver's seat. Then Cruces slips on a banana peel yesterday and loses at Gadsden as well. They're neck and neck again. If Cruces takes one in the doubleheader, they are in front in the district race. They're back in the driver's seat. Mayfield essentially has to sweep this one if they still want a chance. Let's move on to our mailbag now. This question is coming from Steve, a loyal reader from Las Cruces, longtime reader of the Sun News. He wants to know about, will quarterback Andrew Manley be the starter of the Aggie football team, and will the offensive line be improved this year? I can take the floor on this one. I think Andrew Manley will be the starter of this team. All Andrew has to do is hold firm, play steady during spring ball into fall camp. He'll be the starter. He's got the arm. He's got the potential. As for the offensive line, first 5 are good. First 6 are good. Once we start getting in number 7, number 8, number 9, that depth gets shaky. Line needs to stay healthy. A number 1 key. If they do, they're okay. Folks, thanks for joining us. You can always catch us on our website, Facebook, Twitter. Have a good week.